Nemesis audio.
1, 2, and boom, we are live. How y'all doing, man? It's your boy MB, Mr. Paperclip. I'm finna change my name to Mr. Soundgood, because that's all I'm about right now in this chapter of MBE, the channel growth. We back to the music, baby. We done did enough distraction, wars. It's time me to do what I do best, man. It's helping y'all get relatively loud and sound good while you're doing so, and give you the basic tenets of components that you're gonna need to have a great sounding system. That's what it's all about at the end of the day. So with that being said, I'm gonna pass the mic over to Ken, man. What's up, man?
What's going on? So you back to that grown man sound now, huh? You done with the SPL?
Yeah,
You done with being loud?
yeah. I keep a stick on deck for the most part, but I really ain't interested in it no more.
I think you just
I'm
missing
getting
your
feedback,
solo.
man.
That's all that was.
I think I'm hearing you. Oh, I thought I was getting feedback. Yeah, I think it was a little bit of that too. I mean, I love them solos, man. That's my subwoofer, man. I mean, I'm gonna make a
Missing them
video.
solos.
I miss them. That's my subwoofer. People ask me all the time, "What's your subwoofer choice?" The Solo X, the one I had made for me, straight up. Y'all know that's my subwoofer, man. That's my subwoofer. I said something to a company, they listened to me. Engineers probably told them, "Hey, yeah, man, that worked." He's a market for it though, from us. Shoot,
Mm-hmm.
he didn't sold 500 though on that video. And then on that, I said, man, listen, they watch this video, they're gonna see how many would like to have one. If we can get 500 sales, that's 10 pallets. No, 5 pallets. If you can get 5 pallets of them sold, they'll do it. And shortly after that, because Kip had been on the show, and shortly after that, now I was in contact with Kip. That's when I got the message. He said MB has been green. What? Kip told me that. But I couldn't say nothing to nobody. I couldn't say nothing to nobody at all. Sworn exclusive. I think it was a test, really. I think they was trying to test the, because at that point I was a dealer. Yeah, at that point I was a dealer, so I had signed NDAs and all that stuff there. So at that point I was a dealer. So then I didn't say nothing. I kept, insinuating, but I already knew it was a done deal. So got here, got in my hand, and boy, they outdid they sales. It don't make no sense for me to come out with 8. But what? I don't think I can beat them. I think it's the best 8 out there on the market. One of my
Definitely
top
sounds
3.
good, man.
He is the one right now.
It sounds good, man.
Yeah, everybody got it.
No,
And he can go in.
I got him running
But
the
I'm
phone right now. And I said, I got him running the phone right now. Give him some juice, and boy, man, do they sound good.
Yes, sir.
They sound.
You see, I see all the guys here reading, His brother here say, "Can you be a mailbox?" Yeah, the number to me is on most videos. You look in there to order a box. I got a combo going for the 2030 150. There's 2 Solo X and the box 1650, including shipping. Going at 1650 and 250 for the 2 subs and the box and amp. And don't let upgrades needed. Guaranteed to take you to 140. Straight up. Because I was doing 140s on the Fallsgate 1500 BDCP. And this amp got the same type technology, better, newest, full risk technology on the board. And I'm going to show y'all how powerful that amp is. I'm going to actually get an amp so I can run a pair one on. So I'm experiencing what I know y'all going to experience in a 2.5 cube box and show you just how powerful that 1650 amp is. I've heard people say, man, MB must be getting kickbacks. Let me tell y'all something to really rock with me. Y'all know I don't do that. I'm a kicker dealer. I don't do no fiddling. Run what you want to run, buy what you want to buy. But for me, I'm putting good packages together with Kicker. I'm going to put packages together with DB Drive. I'm going to put packages together with DD Sub. But I'm going to do one thing at a time. Because the main thing is what I need to do to just try to cut the wait time down. Right now, all y'all getting in handmade boxes from me. Handmade. I got some things up in the plan. Now,
Hamster want to know if you done the ground zero.
Okay.
You did the ground zero before, didn't
you? Okay. In fact, my number's on the bottom of the screen right there. He asked me, "Can I build a box?" Just text me, man. We'll talk. It's I said, "Don't sound good." Do you ever check? Did y'all ever check out any higher mid-tier ground zero, reactive series or above? I did test out the ground zero sub about 3 years ago. Pull the pants off that joker. Remember that video, man? I showed y'all. Pull the pants off that ground zero, that SPL 8. Man, you might be pleasantly surprised. They put a big rubber mountain boot on that joker, a real big one. You take your razor and cut them pans off. And you might be looking at some mid-range magnets, 3 of them stacked together. Now, not saying it might be good SPL, but it didn't make it to the truck. That's all I will tell you. It didn't make it to the truck. So that's it for that. I know if it makes it to that truck, that's pretty much a big deal coming from me. And especially now, if it makes it to the truck is a big deal coming from me. Definitely, it's for real.
Yeah, so I kind of judge it. You put the video up there, do the frequency sweep, and then we just don't hear. Then we just don't hear about them no more. If they ain't make it past that frequency sweep, boy.
So just give it a time. If you don't hear about a year, what the DDSL 710 made it past the frequency sweep.
That's true. That's true. And I was waiting on that one.
But you know the story on that, man. Go on, tell me.
I know the story.
You already know the story on that.
Somebody snatched them up quick. Yeah.
So that part of the story, and the other thing part of the story, I can't stay that long away from them solos, man. I'm sorry. I can't stay that far. I can't. That sound good when I need it to, and I keep a stick on deck.
Yeah, them solos was calling them. Yeah. And I really wanted to see what those SLs were gonna do in the truck, man. But you know, it is what it is. I might try them out a little bit later. I actually woke up this morning thinking about them things, man.
The box built.
I had to run something by you. You said the box already built?
In the morning.
No, I said I woke up this morning with those SLs on my mind, thinking about something. You know, I had to run that by you in a later date, man. But I really think they'll do well, man. Up under the seat of the truck.
Me too. But what I'm gonna do, because with them being so small, it's better to have a 4-piece. And if the display with them jokers is really 0.6 and they can play in 0.5, I don't think people are really concerned about how 2 would sound in a 2.5 cube box. Because you can there's some other tins you can get a little beefier. I think people with this particular subwoofer here are more concerned with what form would do in the same space that you would put 2. If you can get 2.5 with 2, but these can play in 0.5. If you get 4, you got 2.4 needed. You got 2.5 because the displacement of each one is 0.06. So some of these Super 10s, Super 8, the displacement is like the kicker, 0.13, 0.14, give or take. So for every 2 of these is 1 kicker. So you can put 4 in the same space you can put 4 kickers.
And that's what I'm interested in. The cone area. And I'm really interested in trying out DD's sound quality too, man, because from what Fred said, what he was doing with the 710s and what you told me about the 2508s and what you've heard with the with the 6-inch woofers too. I don't have DDM staple yet, man. I'm thinking that might be my first DD pack going for those. So getting the cone area and trying out that DD sound quality and see what they do too.
Now, when you say you trying out DD sound quality, let me any subwoofer will sound better in the bigger box than it will in the smaller box. Unless it's
what I mean is that you saying everyone said, you know, every woofer's got their own unique sound, right? Kicker's got his own unique sound. V2's got his own unique sound. DD's got their own unique sound too. I haven't heard a DD woofer yet, and I want to. I think I want to try out those as being my first, you know.
I hear you, but I don't want you to try I don't want you to try it in that box volume. Let that be your first understanding. I'd rather you try them in the mid box volume. Remember, I'm gonna put 4 of these in the same space you can put 2 8s because the displacement is very small.
Is this on?
Yeah, but they can't see you sit right there. They can't see you sit right there.
Okay.
So, and now we get more output because I think that's what I'm really curious about. If I put 2 of these in the same place I put 2 10s, the box actually got bigger. It would be, and it's not needed because they're so shallow. Once you do a 4 with a 2.5-inch seat lift, your truck with no seat lift, and a Ram with a 3.5 seat lift, because they so shallow and they can play in volumes that people put 8s in. More people say more people more interested. I think more people more interested in. Well, see, that's the perfect one to do forward. They can say they can play on 0.5. So I'm gonna let y'all hear what 0.5 sound like per. So I'm gonna put 2 of them in a 1 cube box. Because if 2 of them in a 1 cube box, under power can play low. And I'm gonna give it a little bit. I'm gonna give it the point. I'm gonna play 1.2. 1.2, 0.6 apiece. A little bit more than the smaller volume. But because they did paper at 0.06, we getting what Johnson says is the smallest box volume. I'm gonna see what 2 sound like it would do. And then I could be heavily recommending to say, hey man, you can get 4 of these on the C truck box. And I can do that without having to take out my solos. Because I know when I take out the solos and go down to a 1.2 cube box, the resonator is not going to be big enough to get them drastic DBL peaks in the lower notes like I like it. So I'm going to get quieter. I'm thinking maybe 138, 136 will be the loudest they'll do. But if they can do 138, 136 in a 1 cube box to the pair, that's 0.6, 0.5 to each one with just a 4-inch area. Imagine we put, and that's just 1 cube. So the goal is 2 of them in a 1 cube, hit a 136, 138 in that 1 cube box. And then say, okay, so we're gonna increase the box value. I can get 4 of them in a little more than 2.5 if you go to full length of the truck. And then because of how it is, we can do a slot port. We can't do forward area port. But I want to see just how beautiful it'll be. And it's such a small box though. And that's I think everybody interested in that, but I ain't gonna take them souls out to go down to that resonator. I know once you get to 2 cubes, it's very hard to do a 140s. So even though I say I'm not chasing numbers, I'm not. I like my little brother say all the time, I gotta keep a stick on deck. Don't never doubt that. I keep a stick on deck, and Thanos and they with me to always be able to get in your ass. You jump out there thinking I'm quiet. I can take it to 145 for real. So 144, which I know about. So yeah. So, but let me show y'all something I'm interested in. And y'all gonna see this tomorrow. And let me ask a question too, though. Oh, here's another one I want to answer right here. So saw the video today. Really liking the Warhorse, even over the M5000. Everything that I review, y'all, I'm looking for something better. It's not. Sometimes just be reviewing stuff, just be reviewing it. I'm not saying this. I'm not no crash junkie, which means every time something new, I ain't no base head. And I mean, oh yeah, this is better than that. I ain't doing that. I ain't doing none of that. I'm just trying stuff out. I have never ever heard a full bridge amp that I like. Bass was hollow. Found out the bass was hollow because it doesn't have enough capacitors and something with the not the input filters, but the output filters. Some do the toroidal formers. They don't have enough of them inside a half bridge amp, a full bridge amp, and that's why they come in so cheap because they use some full bridge manufacturers were Tar Amps, Stetson, Southern Vega. Yeah, the bass just was hollow side. I had an old Southern Vega struggle amp one time. I listened to that joke. Like, man, this is terrible. And this Southern Vega, and y'all buying into this shit. So from that point on, I said, man, I don't want no full bridge amp. I don't want to hear. I don't care nobody say it. Developed a relationship with Kicker. They specifically told me you want to hear it. I said, one day I'll get around to it. That like 3 years ago. Before the Solo X even came out. I was like, okay, I don't think so. I believe in half bridge. Had a guy, Bear Vids, made a whole video way before I even had this many subscribers debunking what I was saying. You know, a lot of people recognize that I was going to have a pause to say it in this industry way before I was. One time, Bear Vids arguing with me about what I said. That I can hear the difference between 1 and 2 ohm and half bridge and full bridge. I had some big jokers goddamn beef with me early in my illustrious vlogging career. But anyway, so I didn't know I was getting influenced that fast, but I guess I was. So
he's making friends all over the place.
Huh? Yeah, ain't it, boy? Look at here, man. They keep you on your toes, though. So I said, well, I got one. I pulled the trigger and got me a war. 2 reasons. One, I can speak from experience and not just say I like because Kicker sell by Kicker because they got a good 8, a Beast 8, but because I've had experience with it. And I'm playing with that Warhorse amp right now. And King and Fred's coming in. Y'all already welcome Fred to the stage. So I'm playing with that Warhorse amp right now. And I'm thoroughly impressed. I'm thoroughly impressed. I'm running it 2 ohms though. I'm running it 2 ohms. And what I'm trying to gauge is how does it sound? I'm looking to find a song where I can say, yeah, there you go. There you go. It's missing the bass note there. And I'm not.
So have you picked up on any differences? Have you picked up on any differences? Nah, nothing.
That bass deep, man. And 2 ohms. Man, that bass is deep, bro. I'm trying to find. I didn't play this song here, "Bulletproof Soul" that we was listening to when I showed him the subwoofer.
Mm-hmm.
Bro, Joke ain't missing a note. It's catching all of them. And the
what's the amp draw on it again?
300.
Oh wow.
300 or 350. That's the max amp draw, but it does way more than that. It's very efficient. So I have them. That difference I've noticed. The full bridge does not drop my vote. I'm on AGM, y'all. I'm on AGM, so I'm refreshing because I got a diesel truck, so I'm limited what all I can do. I'm beefing up my electrical. So the AGM drops on the full bridge amp is not dropping as much. Serious, I'm just saying like 1 volt, 0.1, 0.2 volt droppage. Yeah. So
that's wild.
And the bass is deep and rich. I'm talking about like a full tilt home. And it sounded good. So that's why I had to make that video that I made today because the guy said, yeah, man, you wouldn't like that full bridge amp if you didn't have that BSI. I go, yeah, really? Because I just rode up to him beating without it on. Whatever people do when they hear videos, I make sure I ride to them with the BSI off for 2 reasons. I can all the shit naysayers may have been saying to them, that gonna get dispelled instantly when they say, yeah, I heard it before I see you. And the BSI was off. So the box is tuned low. Whenever somebody tell you, the BSI is why it sound like that. Now, if your box ain't tuned low, it's gonna sound like garbage. Your box ain't tuned low. Your box gotta be down with the peoples is it, are you gonna be in trouble? And number two, I had to bait the BS off because I don't ever I'm not taking to the full tip. So when I knew what he said, I said, "Come here, let me show you something." That's exactly what I said. Let me show you something. He got in. I said, "You see that light?" I said, "No." He said, "It's on now." I said, "Oh, I was playing some future song coming to him." I turned that volume up. He said, "Damn, that thing going in." I said, "Yeah." He said, "What you got?" I said, "The two solos." Damn, he said, "Damn again." Because he ain't heard the two solo X's. We heard him that time. He's like, damn. I think last time me and him hooked up, this is the second box. It was with I don't know, I think I had a G7s in there, but it wasn't the solos. So and then I said, okay, now I'm gonna turn the BSI on. So I put on something else. I put the BSI on. What really made him crazy when I put that sine wave song on. All the time BSI off. So he know because he's a repeat customer. Yeah, MBE box too low. No, there ain't no question about that. You're gonna get everything below 30 ain't gonna get exposed. Pull them panties off the floor. So I put the sine wave song on and I played that. He was like, God damn, that's that war. I said, that's that war. And I'm at 2 on. That's when he really looked. What? I said, I'm at 2 on. First thing came out, next thing came out Jimmy's mouth after we did that video. He said, I'm finna buy one of these, put it up. You know how you buy stuff, put it out. He said, I'm buying that for a bit. He said it. He said on the video too. He said he buying that. That's one of my. I got my 5K right there. I ain't mad at him. That's my people. Some people actually, your 5K man, you better than the 3600. Everything ain't about a better. It's just so when I recommend it to you, I gotta know it do what it do. I trust in that 5K. You need 7,000 watts. That 5K ain't let me down, boy. I've never received the full power of that amp. None of the mates have received the full power of the amp. So understand that. And I love it. And every load. Now I'm gonna take this Warhorse up there for. I didn't have a DD product, and I still love a DD amp. No, it's not a better thing. The DD 2500 is a stout beast. I had a 2000, 25, and the 5 in the M series. Now while I'm testing these full bridge, Jessa wants next on this. He wants me to test his 3K.
The SS series.
The SS series. He said it's not going to. It's the only difference you're going to know is going to be I'm not going to make as much power as the M5000. Not going to make as much power as the M5000. However, I'm going to sound for a little bit cheaper. I'm sound just as good as some other people into amps on the market. I heard him say the same thing. Toroidal formators and capacitors and extra MOSFETs and all this stuff that I'm gonna see. I gotta hear because I know what I remember what I heard about hybrid sound. That is not what I'm getting right here, man. I'm telling you, Ken, this is not what I'm getting right here. This bass is still deep, bro. Deep, old ear meter. Let me get to another question before I show these guys something. Thank y'all for coming, man. Welcome to the most controversial show on television today. Here you go, Mr. Fred. MBE, I got two Q class 12. Which one's Q class? Okay. Would you be able to make the baffle thick enough for me to run the Solo X in a future upgrade? Is he crazy? Have you seen my baffle? The minimum you're gonna get for me is 1.5, bro. I don't care if you got a 6.5. That's the minimum you're gonna get for me. Can I make it thick enough? What you think? The reason why I make the baffle that thick because that's a tricked output that some box builders don't give you and don't realize. The source of the resonance, the box is resonating at the port is where you want to resonate off the. You want the box port to resonate off the volume of the air in the spring, air in the box. What you do not want is your box resonating at the same time. You want to try to minimize that as much as possible. And it probably takes like 1 or 2 strategic placings of a column or a double wall. But your source of resonance, of vibration, is going to come from where you got to go to the source, which is where the sub's at. the baffle. Make that thick, rigid as possible, and you won't have so much transmitting through the walls of your enclosure. I'm gonna release another little tip to y'all too tomorrow about box builder. I got a lot of videos. I'm about to rest it up so we can go through the rest of the year just making videos. I had to get back creative again, so I had to take a break. Figure out what I want to talk about, and get back to what I want the challenge about, which is get back to the music, baby. Let's get back making it sound good. Okay.
Get back to basics, huh?
Get back to the basics, baby. And this is a good question right here too. AMB, what is SP? When did we do 15, 3,000, 5,000, and 8,000 now? You're right. Well, I ain't go to 8,000. Kids up from 2 to 8.
And
I stopped at 5.
I really getting 8 because I'm running at 4 ohms, so I'm really sitting around that really what I'm seeing 18 to 2,000 range right now. Being moderate.
But it's so controlled.
I always say buy a big amp that you
and
need
then
anyway.
This brother here, he started with everything. He say, I don't think you need that. I don't agree with that opinion. My opinion, with most setups and most trucks, at the max 2,000 watts, minimum 15. If you just trying to do a 140, you don't go to shows. You don't need that much water. I was doing it with a Fallgate 1500 BDCP.
The only reason I bought an AK,
that's just my mindset.
I love to spend the most money on the biggest amp I can up front. So whatever I want to do in the future, I already got that. But for everybody, honestly, LX 3000.
And the only reason I bought an AK is because I can, and then 2, because I wanted to run it at 4 ohm to have that bandwidth to expand later on. Really, I bought it because I can.
But also, but that's what I want to hear right there, Shorty. That's what I want to hear. That part.
He ain't lying.
So when you come to this channel, man, don't bring that broke Negro mentality here. We ain't on none of that shit. No, sir. Also, you heard the second part? He's like, body because I want to run this for home. But the other reason why I kicked out $3,000 was it 3,000 with 5?
2.
Yeah, $2,000.
2.
It's because I motherfucking can, and I ain't gonna feel it. So those are the watching this channel. What's this budget? What's this bitch? We might look at some budget stuff. Might be trying to cheat, but when we fight in how we want to listen to our music, cost does not come into the equation at all. They don't. So this ain't the budget channel. This is it costs what it costs. If you can't play with the big boy, you just can't. Keep struggling with till you can. Because I motherfucking can. I like that can. The other way I bought it because I fucking can. Oh, boy. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah, because I fucking can. That's a good feeling, boy. Okay. Okay, boom. Boom. Boom, boom. Get my why it's so light here. Yeah. Oh, my bad. You right, brother. It's a 400 amp draw. That's right. Let me see. What's it? MBE, Ken or Fred. Do any of y'all have any friend with the new Epicenter Pro? Was decided between that and the DDBSI. Get the DDBSI. I think everybody here got one.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't got no experience. I don't pop equipment in. I had Epicenter first. Loved it. Had no problem. Loved Epicenter.
I got the Epicenter Pro right now. It's unplugged, mounted, waiting for me to change it out to the BSI.
Okay.
That's how I feel about
change it out?
Well, two things. I don't like the fact that it's on all the time. So I'm not sure if I'm not getting the musicality that I'm wanting from it when it's plugged in versus when I unplug it. There's a difference. So for right now, it's just mounted on my back wall, unplugged. I'm getting way more output, and I'm catching a lot more notes. I am missing the fact that I can't play my old school music and turn that up, but I'm switching over to the BSI. The simple fact is I can turn it off,
So they did,
and I know that it's off all the time when I want it off. That's it.
That's a
They broke, don't
I
fix it.
didn't really feel that's what happened on that video. That dude, he thought I had to be. I said, man, that's why. Yeah, I don't pay attention to the naysayers when they be talking about the BSI because most of the time I have it off. I can cut it off and then press the shit out you. All the meter scores, the BSI is off. I use that on low when I'm playing low volume and on music don't have no bass. But when I'm doing them meter scores, them DB scores, ain't no BSI on. And that's one feature that I see that they have over the epicenter. You can't cut the epicenter off. That's the same fault you had the first time. You can cut that BSI off, and it's a straight pass through. Just another gate for dispensing the power, based on where you got your where the gang setting is for your matching your input signal. That's all it is. So now, with that being said, we got enough people here. I want y'all to hear something, man. I want y'all to check this out. Welcome to the stage. Welcome to the stage. I'm gonna get back to the question, but I want y'all to check this out in the background. Welcome to the stage here. The Nemesis Audio. NAH. NA 6.5H version 2. The version 1 had a rubber boot on it that's said hey Siri. This here, well, it did have a rubber boot on it. I took it off. I got two of them. I got this one, and I got that one right there in the corner. All right, y'all see that? So I was very intrigued by this 6.5, simply because that basket. Now that basket is similar to the basket on the what's up? I haven't got the name of it. But them top tab rings, not only did that guy told you he designed that so he could not hit the surround. The
There you
basket
go.
drive is 6.5, 6.25, which enables you to have yeah, that's the basket that drive is 6.25, which enables you to have more cone area. So with that cone area being the way it is, and it's a wider cone. I want y'all look at the width of this cone. That's a solid 6 inches, y'all. Make sure you're in the bed, baby. It's 9 o'clock. From membrane to membrane, that's 6 inches. Y'all see that? Halfway, 6 inches. Which gives you 28 point something SD. There's some entry level X out there with 28 millimeters X max. Now, 28 SD. Most 6.5 the SD are between 22 and 20 inch square inches. This one already giving you 28. I also want you to check this out as well. Nemesis Audio just they deal with dealers, but they start selling directly to the public. And what they promote is, like if you read their about page, is just audio solution. Not meaning they're going for performance. But if you got somebody needs a marine speaker, they sell marine speakers. Subwoofers, we sell subwoofers. Coaxials, we sell coaxials. It's just us finding what we feel is the best tech and it can be manufactured in China and then offer it here for you as an audio solution. There's a big difference between a company like this, it'll be similar to a company like CT Sounds, Brazilian Sound, companies like that. Then you got other companies that's like actually trying to not just be the business of cardio, but give you something for your money. Even in the new camp, for instance, I'm gonna be honest with you. You're not gonna like Fred&Ken. Ken ain't gonna like Fred. Ain't gonna like this. Sundown Audio.
Man, fuck that.
That's it's a new company. Some new things for your money. Broke my feet up. Yeah, what kind of mess is that? Y'all saw that shit?
Just glitch for a
Y'all
minute.
saw that? Yeah, just glitch for a minute. What they got? They got some kind of. They control the internet too. God,
Fred
damn,
says, "Fuck Sundown, man," and sending a lot of glitching, man.
Facts. Fuck Sundown. Fixing that.
Oh, real.
And I meant that. Fuck Sundown.
Let me see this. Let me see.
I thought I did twice.
I thought it glitched.
Fuck Sundown.
Don't do it. Yeah, it seemed like it did. He gonna keep glitching if you do that. That's amazing, man.
Wow.
That's fucked up.
They got them people on you, man. They watching you.
Yeah.
They got them people
that is
on
amazing,
you.
Man. So every time I say Sundown, they take a picture. That's crazy. Sundown. That is wild, man. Y'all think that gonna scare me? That's crazy though, man. These people here, man, they really want. That's just everybody watching this should be like, man, hey, so you right, that did happen. Keep fucking with them people you want to, but I keep people you want to. So anyway, I get
That's
back
what
to
you want,
thing,
Jacob.
So I was really interested. Yeah, that's what he want. Hey, that's
what he on.
That's why I was very interested in this 6.5 since the version 1. But what I want y'all to see is what I see. So this is what we're gonna do right now. I'll put it right here. I want y'all to check this out. Watch this throw from 27 to 38 hertz. Watch this throw. Yeah, watch this throw right here. Yeah. Here we go.
Did it freeze?
I'm trying to figure out if they got quiet.
And you froze? Oh, there you go.
Yeah. Y'all see that?
Mm-hmm. It's quiet too.
One thing y'all notice.
No dimpling.
That boy Kid always get it. Kid, you always get it. That boy ain't making no mechanical noise. It's being powered at one ohm off that rod goes to 0.1 at 1 ohm. And it's quiet. It's quiet. I'm sending 1200 watts to it from 28 hertz to about 38 hertz. 10 frequencies. And going back up again.
Staying real in here.
Hey, look, the reason why I know it's quiet, watch this. I'm gonna put my hand in here, you gonna hear the noise. Very quiet basket. Or quiet star parts. I don't think the basket. I don't think the basket is a basket. Might be see something. Let me see. I got one company I want to check to see if that's it. If they're using that basket. If not, that might be a toy basket.
You say you think that's a basket?
I think so.
Interesting.
Quiet, ain't it? Very, very quiet, ain't it? Fred, what you judge?
Still observing.
Huh?
I'm still observing it. Cause I can't tell if it's freezing. I can't. Yeah, it look plenty, but I can't. I'm trying to make sure that it's still playing. Yeah, if it's still playing, that's quiet.
Impressive.
Check it out. I see my boy Kip in the feed. Check it out. Now I want y'all to hear something. So we're gonna stop that. Now this is things I do behind the scenes. Making these woofers play like this for a while now. Y'all gonna see the unboxing video tomorrow. All right. Yeah, I think did I redo that today? Yeah, we're gonna see the unboxing video tomorrow. Then we're gonna turn around and do a little free. I broke it down pretty well now, I think. And y'all seen the preview of what I'm doing free. So when you see the free test, be mindful that subwoofer then played 24 hours doing that right there. Just doing that up and down, up and down. Don't put this on at night. So he can get his another. He did all day today from about 9 to 6. 9 to 6, just sitting there playing. I cut it off, let it rest. I'm doing it tomorrow. As soon as I wake up, cut it on. I take my son to school. I am cut back on to about 6. So I'm gonna get about 24 hours of playtime, roughly, give or take. 8 rated power. I want to see if it's gonna heat up. If it's gonna fail, and then you'll never see it again. If you never see it again, that's what it is. I'll tell you that. But this is what's interesting me about the subwoofer. Every now and then I come here and do this. I want you to be mindful of something. I told you these people on the supply dealer, so they're not into just making stellar audio products. They need strictly for the money. But even when you're dealing with a manufacturer over there in China, I want you to understand this. Them people use MAV the same way we do over here. A broke watch is right 2 times a day. Even the trash can get a steak. You got to get the point I'm trying to say?
Nah,
you get the point I'm trying to say?
Yeah, I got you. We got you.
You got you. What y'all laughing at what I said? What I'm saying is a watch is right. You laughing at what?
Laughing at you. Laughing at you.
Okay. And a steak get a trash can. So I'm just saying, trash can get a steak. Y'all know what I'm saying is that them people like us. I think when I looked at this 8 and I heard it on the video, on this 6 and I heard the video, I said, but that joker playing some real deep bait to be freer. And I know these people don't really put no technology into their sub like that. It's just a business. But sometimes the company can be paying for the right stuff. Because check this out. Listen to this. I want y'all to hear this and realize what you listen to. The bass notes you hear are going to be coming from that driver right there. Not in the box. And let's begin.
And that's crazy as free air, bro.
Hold on, that was fucking free air.
That's free air, bro. I thought he was playing the solos earlier.
Yeah,
That's
but I
free
thought
air.
I'm tripping. Hold on, wait, do that shit again.
That's free air for it.
That's crazy. I'm sitting there looking at it. That's crazy work.
He had them playing earlier, and I thought they were the solos. He was like, "Nah, they free air." I'm like,
They
"What?"
doing that without a box. What's the FS on that sub?
It's 52. I'm finna take it again. I'm gonna do expose on this boy, but I'm glad y'all, because I want to make sure that's why y'all here. And I'm gonna put stuff out, ask people questions. A lot of stuff on the market we just don't know about. Now this company they don't have an engineering department. They get products already made to offer y'all called audio solutions. A trash can get a steak every now and then. Yeah, I knew this boy when I seen it. I said, man, I want to hear that. Because what I heard on the video from a dude named JDM Trinity Master, he had the version 1 playing. And I said, I hear this ain't free here and I hear bass. This ain't making no sense. So this is the version 2. Y'all know all that's below 35. But they say it got the FS of 52. Dual spiders, they kind of laminated, dual Lomax spiders, Nomex spiders, copper core, 500 watts RMS. Oh, y'all hear that? Y'all no mechanical noise.
That's crazy work.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy.
Crazy, ain't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I thought that was crazy. I thought that's great. Free air. Free air doing that. Come on, man.
Now I want to know what they sound like when you put them in a box. Right.
Yes, yes, Lord. That's crazy, man. No C-lift needed. I would sell them in a 4-pack. Yeah, that's what I would do. I would sell them in a 4-pack. If this thing passed the test like I wanted to, I may need to tell, hey, look here, man, I'm gonna put you up there. If you sound as good as you look, Lord forgive you do a 140. Because here's the problem, y'all. Y'all want to hear the real problem?
What's that?
Yeah, because y'all know I keep it a buck, keep it 100. Guess how much the subwoofer cost?
180. You better not say nothing. It better not be less than 180.
What?
Oh, we got a problem, Houston. 120.
Too low.
150.
160. That's still not bad at all. That's crazy.
To do this free air. So you know when you encapsulate that, what happens?
It's gonna get nice, deep, and nasty. Did he heat up? Did it heat up in the MB?
On this first test, but I just cut off about. I've been playing since 9 this morning. Nah, it'll do that all day. It'll do that free air sweep I was doing back and forth from 28 to 38. Did that all day.
That's crazy.
All day.
For 160, that's crazy to work. At 1 on?
It is crazy.
At 1 on.
That's crazy.
At 1 on.
That's wild.
Did it all day.
That's wild.
They got a 10 in that series.
Oh, they got a hectic. I think they got a hectic series. So I don't know what the rest of the stuff do because I look for world records, titles, and all that. Ain't nobody doing nothing with them on that. I know the guy that deals with the dealers. His name is Shane Brock. Good dude, man. Cool dude named Shane Brock. And he just straight up honest with you, like, man, we supply dealers. But we think our products are very competitive. We are not necessarily Alibaba. I'm not saying that. But we look at find winning solutions that will answer people's problems, and if it meets our price point, then we'll get it for ourselves and offer it to our dealer. And I straight up told him, I said, well, this is your fucking track. This is your stake. I called him yesterday and told him, I said, this is your stake, because this thing shouldn't be sounding this way for this price point. I only have one hole. It has 2 goals to attain. Let me see what it sounds like in the box. And if
Let me look at this team.
No, to justify getting 4 of them. Interesting. You see, I'm ready to shake up the industry, y'all.
What that'll be? 640 plus tax. You're looking at right about 7. That ain't bad. 700.
Not bad at all.
Yeah. 300, 360. That ain't bad for now. But here's the thing. Y'all know this joker sound good. And I put a 4-piece in the truck. It ain't gonna be 159 no more.
Yeah, for real. For real.
Price gonna jump up there.
You need to tell the owner he need to put the specs on his website, man.
What's the name of what's the name of that series?
The Hectic series. You ain't gonna find nothing, man. 2,000 watts RMS is all you gonna get on that. You ain't gonna get no information, man.
You gotta buy it. And I told Shane, I said, man, and that's what I found out. Yeah, they just deal with dealers. So the dealers will get the information sheet. There's the information sheet to come out to help them design a box for this, that, another. But he really just deals with dealers. That's all he deals with, a dealer. And so they offer audio solutions. So he goes around with brick and mortar stores. And then they throw it up there as well, because they know in this marketing age that when you ain't got no online experience, you're gonna fail. So it's up there as well. But they just really just deal with dealers. They really just deal with dealers. And I think the prices are a little different. It was definitely different what they did with the dealers. But I told them straight up, man, I said, man, I think this is your state. People might think you ain't really doing nothing in the industry. This particular 6.5, it's amazing. It hasn't. I call myself a whisper. I look at stuff to see if it's gonna sound good. I don't make no sense. I can tell we're gonna do what, put together my mind. Hey, what's up, kid boy? You know I love you, but that Solo X is here because I asked y'all to do it, and I proved it could be sold. So that's why I like small drivers. I can pretty much look at them and tell, especially when I put my hands on them. I've seen the look. I said, let me get this. So the one came, put my hand all on it, and I said, I like this. It's nice. And this is gonna do it. Once I put my hand on, feel it, push in, pull out, rub across that spot, look at that corbel, the things I'm looking for, I'll say, okay, imagine all the things I need on the outside, and let me see about this. And this right here is what let me know.
That's crazy.
I see some ways it could be improved of, but I don't know if they're going to do that for the company. It's just the price point. It all depends on where they want to go. I see some things they definitely, but to have this benchmark here, Lord forbid he hit 140. Lord forbid I put 2 of them in there, and this gets even crazier. Then I get 2 more and say, let me see what you really can do, and they do it 140. Well, that price going up to 150 then because it's law of supply and demand. Now, let me go and hide that away. I'm gonna hide that away and get to the most important thing in the conversation.
Fuck the mates. That's the most important thing.
Get that. Kip in the feed, y'all. Y'all see Kip in the feed? Kip in the feed, man.
Yeah, Fred. Kip in the feed. What?
Fred? Nothing.
Hey, I had to explain to Kip that this is my temper tantrum because I can't get what I want. I'm acting like a spoiled brat right now.
It all started when he found out he couldn't get 2 Solo 10s up under his seat, and then it was just like fuck those 8s ever since then. So
facts.
It's okay though. It's okay though.
It is not okay. It is not okay.
You are going to put some respect on these ace names. I believe that. Trust me.
Prove it, damn it. Prove it.
Is Kip still in the feed? Kip can get up here and talk about that war. Kip, let me know you want to talk about that war, man. I'll send you a link. You get up here about 10 minutes. Tell us. Because it's in there. And War is in there. I can't get it. I cannot.
Or just they full bridge technology in general. I mean, because somebody said something early, and I've been bouncing it back and forth too, is looking at their LX 4-channel amps as well. You know. Yeah, I would like to know more.
Let me see. I can't build him. I'm gonna send him a link. If he get in, he get in. If he get in, he get in. But yeah, I'm in love with that war horse.
T-Bro, get you a war horse.
I'm in love with my Lord, but I do respect what they have done. I don't like to say I'm in love with anything. My wife be looking at me crazy whenever I say something like that. I don't love things, but I like that amp a lot. I have no problem recommending that amp to anybody. Because it's such I have no problem now recommending that amp nor selling the amp to anybody. Because it is a great sounding.
I need 2 of them.
I wonder if anybody in the feeds run the LX 4-channel amps yet. Because they got a 4-channel, they got a 4-channel, 5-channel, and a 7. They got a 7-channel too. They just don't have a 6-channel. I would really love it. Have a 6-channel, man.
I bet that LX 4-channel nasty. I bet it's real nasty.
Well, I did tell y'all what I'm finna do next. I did tell y'all. Oh, okay.
What?
We talk about a lot, MB.
Oh, you right.
you gotta narrow that down. Oh, okay.
My Miz 9, I'm finna try LX 500 by 4 because of that DSP feature. I like to. Well, MB, why you feel about this way about this particular amp? Because I ran it, and that's I know the DD amps I can stand by all of them because I ran. Oh, man, you can't not figure this out. Something real okay. Yeah.
I really want to pull a trigger on that 13.7, but I would literally just be buying it for a 6-channel amp and then have a sub amp that I'm not doing anything with, which I think is a total waste. But
yeah,
I don't know.
Okay.
But I bought an AK to run it at 4 ohms, so I could see myself buying a 7-channel amp to run 6 channels.
Hey, might as well. I bought a DSP just to run 2 channels off of it.
Canary, why you buy a 7-channel amp just to run 6 channels? Because I can.
There you go.
That's why. I needed 6 channels. They don't make a 6-channel amp.
Nope. Nope.
Oh, hey, it is. I didn't know this. I think Ken dipped back out. Kip dipped out. Here's the interesting thing. I noticed you haven't mentioned Kip. I don't believe other full bridge amps, 5-channel plus amps are capable of supporting 1 to 4 ohms. Usually they stop at 2 with the sub-channel. Oh, he said 5 channels. 5 channels. So I wonder if that 13, they got a 13x7. I'm putting together some packages that really just amazing. I'm selling some people behind the scenes, but I'm selling people whole packages, and they love it. The amp and the sub, do it all in one system. But I'm going to really try that with that. I got a warhorse in there. My next amp to try is that because I was doing N140s with the DD M2000s. I mean when I had that amp. So I'm gonna and the BDC 1500, the Fallsgate 1500 BDCP. Well, Kicker has a 16.50 LX. I got to get that and try. I really believe you could take 2 in the right box with 2 solo X8s and get a 140. I'm going to prove it to you. Selling to people, I'm going to prove it to them. That's how much faith I have. Just like I have faith with what I showed y'all a minute ago. I do this for the love of it, y'all. I ain't got no affiliate links. If the product's real good, most of the time the companies after they see, oh man, you been posting that stuff. Yeah, you could be a dealer. That's how it works up here, y'all. Straight up with me. I don't facilitate. If I like their stuff, I contact them. We have a mutual partnership. That's how it works. People, it's like when I was a service manager. I never paid nobody for what they say they would do. I paid them what they was already doing. So when I be reviewing these products, they know I'm giving my honest opinion. And then when we make contact, I say, hey, by the way, I like to sell that product. I like to sell that particular item. And then that's when they we just make you a deal. You sell whatever you want to sell, get everything you want this car. I go, oh, good. You in my stable then. And that's just how that go. Everything I talk about up here, I really like. I ain't playing. I really like. Some stuff I like, you got a king title, but we good. But some of the stuff I had experience with and I like and see how they carry themselves in the business as a whole, like their integrity, like their character. I say, let me be a dealer for you. I like your stuff. I'll put your stuff on the channel at my discretion because nobody tells me when to do it. I personally feel like right now, some of my other companies, they been talking about kicker, goddammit. What about us? For real. Don't give me dry boys and come on now, man. Dang it. We fuck with you though. We mess with you because we know you solid. And that's it. I keep secrets. And if I talk about a product, it's because I really like it. Ain't no affiliate links. Don't do none of that. I talk about a product because I really like it. Fred was telling me the other day that, well, damn, everything you said, everything you got in your account really do perform. Because he was one of the subscribers who was just listening to him until he found, yeah, man, that B2 audio stuff sound different. Man, this amp doing different.
He got all the best brands. You can't look at name one of his brands and say that you aren't getting anything. Even the brands that I got a brand for you. Got something for you. Perfect example. You seen what B2 do? You know DD, you know Kicker, you know DB Drive. Who else? You know, everybody be forgetting he got DC Audio. DC Audio really don't even need to make a better 10 because you can run a 12s under your seat with a 3.5-inch seat lift. And it's gonna sound good because they the modern day JL Audio. That's who they are. And that's what it sounds like. You just have to get it and try it. It's no brand he carry that don't give you anything. Yeah, I just showed you what the DD $400 10 do. You get what I'm saying?
I'm trying not to.
Trying not to what? What you trying not to?
I'm trying. I mean, when I'm looking at when I say the brands I like, it's because I really like them. Put it like that. I messed this up for real. I don't know what I did here. Okay. But I don't know why I can't send no more messages. I want to get Kip in there. I can't get him in here for some reason. So, here we go. Let me answer this question. You probably ain't gonna like my answer. I'm gonna give you a good answer. Around ACA, B2 Audio, DD710L, best loads in your opinion. How you gonna answer that question?
I'm finna go on keep it a book. I don't even know why y'all trying to compare the DD710 to the B2 Audio when it's double the price and it has a lot more X-Max. You need to be comparing the B2 Audio to the 710's big brother. If the $400 10 does that, that's B2's top series 10 compared to DD's top series 10. When they get back, I'll be able to give an accurate answer, but you don't want to compare a $400 driver to a reputable company's at that time $1,000 driver. That's just not fair.
Now,
Orion HCCA, I've never ran it, so I can't give you an opinion on it. But because I know the FS is higher, I know which sub gonna outdo it because they got the most X max of the three. B2.
The FS, hey Fred.
Huh?
The FS on that 6.5 is 52. Like you just heard the loads coming out of it.
That is true.
FS are always lower. But here's the thing I want to answer. Around ACCA 10, which you audio, I guess he talked about, because they got a ride 10 too. Because he talking about the Rampage. Because he the DD710. One of those woofers are not in the same category. The ACCA is not in the same category as that B2 or that DD. In fact, I don't even think the B2 in the same category as 17, as you said, Fred.
Mm-hmm.
But what's also need to be quantified is this. You said best loads in your opinion. All of them work in different size box volume. Some have a range. The Ryan supposed to be operating in one. Now you can look at your VAS and see where your compliance is, and sometimes they be similar there, but sometimes the VAS be so small that you actually build a box at the sweet spot for the driver. You can't put the port in the box. You have to get multiples so you can get enough volume to put the port in the box. But the only way somebody can really answer that question is if they're in the same size optimal enclosure, which means that no one can answer this question who has the best load. Let's say we put the DD710 in 1 cube, which is the recommended box volume for the ACCA. And ACCA does just for instance, 140/35 because he's designed to work in a small box like that. Whereas the DD710, small as he wants you to put that in is what? 1? It's
1 1/4.
1 1/4. 1 1/4. And he does the same score there. Now let's say you put that around ACA 10 in 1.5. And you do the same thing with the 710. 710 is able to give you more resonation because the box became bigger, but it's in DD's recommended operating range. So now you're doing a 142 or 143, even lower, 33. If you put that around in that same type box, even counting for the displacement of that sub in the 1.5, and they tell you ain't supposed to go no bigger than 1, or 1.25, or 15% or 20% larger to make it more efficient, but don't send all that power because you made the box bigger. But they definitely didn't say nothing about going to 1.5. So now the 710, since it can operate in that size box volume, totally outpaces and outperforms in output and low frequency the ACCA 1.5. Does that make it the best?
No.
It don't. Because you put one sub where it ain't supposed to be. The only way somebody can even figuratively answer your question is to put all of them in whatever size box volume all of them can play in. So we can put all of them in 1 cube and then decide who's the best loads at that point. I haven't done that, so I can't answer that question. On this channel, we don't talk out the side of our neck, man. We're going to give you the way of really rationally looking at it instead of just talking to be talking.
Mm-hmm.
Like how Jacob told you he pioneered the tab on the Z8 so you can around and find out that's on this damn Nemesis audio sub, been out about 5 years. Yeah, that part.
How long it's been on Orion ACCA? How long has it been there?
It kind of different around CCA. It's kind of different on that one. But boy,
same concept though.
Yeah, concept. But that Nemesis, all you did was add an actual screw hole. I said, boy, he done got y'all again.
Well, there you go. That's engineering. You had to add the extra hole.
Like, that's what he did. Yeah.
We thought about adding a actual screw hole right there in the middle for you fellas. You know how much thought it took to add a screw hole to that?
Dude, he was up all night on the toilet thinking about that, bro.
Facts. Constipated the next morning by the 2.
He needed it. So I had one of the scribes say, man, he said something, even though he had the drawing up for 7 years. Yeah, right in B. I said, okay, we had the drawing up. I see you want to drawing. Why don't you raise a drawing, pay them people back that money that he dishonestly took for him? Well, does he have that drawn up about 7 years?
There you go.
Don't you raise a drawing, raise some money. See if you can find that. Pay them people that money. Yeah.
You had to Yeah, the tax litigation sale. Help them pay for some of them lawyer fees. Hey, let me stop.
You ain't gonna stop. Give you about 3 good minutes. You finna mess them up again.
Why don't do that? When they be doing, I said, boy, look at man, y'all can cut that out, man. Until your illustrious commander get that situation take off. Every time y'all say something to me, I'm gonna point out to somebody who probably didn't even know that Jacob Fuller has been allegedly fraudulent in his business duties. Don't y'all hate when I say allegedly? That shit burn you up, don't it? But yeah, allegedly did some fraudulent business dealing, but not me. So I think he put the wrong one in the clown suit. yeah, I ain't gonna never let that go. Every time y'all do, y'all gonna stop messing with me. I'll let the whole world know what's going on with it. Butt down.
But down out of here.
Butt down out of here.
Got floppy surrounds for everybody.
diarrhea surround. But anyway, with talking about this 6.5 right here, boy, I get it done, baby. You know, I don't care nothing about it. You tell me videos you didn't put up last Thursday. That's your still making video. You ain't did that much talking. You trying to explain everything, huh? Everything, and ain't nobody watching though. That's the problem. Ain't nobody watching.
Fact.
Looking at this, I'm gonna tell y'all something. Every day they go by, I'm gonna end the video right here. It's been up here an hour. Every day they go by, I want y'all to remember something. We are getting one day closer to one sub that everybody's waiting for. One day closer to one sub that everybody's waiting for. Come on, stay with me now.
I know what's up you talking about.
It really gonna piss Fred out. Let me see if Fred with me. It really gonna piss Fred off because he already say fuck the mate. What it is, Fred?
Mini Z8.
Nope.
Huh?
I already know that's coming this year. I know that's coming. So I ain't tripping. I know that's coming this year. There's another subwoofer that I'm eagerly awaiting that I already been told is coming. Yeah, y'all don't know this one, boy. Y'all don't be keeping up.
Sure, no, you got me lost.
Coming from Kicker.
Oh, the Solo XS.
No.
Or the Q Class 8.
I was gonna say, what can I do with an XS?
No.
I can't do nothing with an XS. Something you don't know, something you know that we don't
know. Nobody
know.
can do what XS. Yeah. No, it
I can do with my truck with an XS.
It's coming from Kicker?
It's coming from Kicker. And we one day closer to it. Every day they go by, they don't say nothing, but you still getting closer to it. They made that Solo X.
The Q Class?
The Q Class coming too, but he's still in project. But
you got me lost now.
There's one been
the
green
B2 Audio Super 8.
Huh?
Is it Kicker or somebody else?
It's Kicker.
Yeah, you got me lost, bro.
That big boy Warhorse?
He told you the Q Class is a project.
It's on the shelf.
Oh, the Solo X6.5. The Solo X6.5.
Every day to go by, we get one day closer to that Solo X6.5. That boy being manufactured. XS. Hopefully we get the Solo X 6.5. Then the Q Class. But I'm thinking, me personally. No, he said the Q Class was a project. I don't know. He in the feed right now. So
he said it was on the shelf. He said the Q Class is on the shelf right now. It's still in production. Project.
That Solo X S6.5 is in what? What did he say it was in?
You said it was manufacturing, right?
You said he's a manufacturer?
Manufacturing, production. That's on his way. We getting a little close. We get a little bit close.
It better not have 20 and nowhere near close to 20 millimeters X, Mac. That's all I'm saying.
It's over. It'll be over. This driver's out there with 16 and DC Audio M4 got 16. I'm finna call him back up to see what's going on with this 6.5 right here.
Somebody in the feed already called a 6.5 Solo X Draco.
That boy, that's gonna be dangerous. There's two things they need to have. Now I got my subwoofer. was the 8. But I can show them the market. Yeah, okay. I can show them the market. They need to have, if they got 18 millimeters X Max, if they got 18 millimeters X Max, and a SD of 30, which ain't nothing but 6x6, which would be 5.5 by 5.5. No 6, don't be 3x3, which the SD will be if the SD could be. See, we got one right now here, 29. If he can make that SD, if they can make that SD 30 inches, because the SD on the Solo X8 is 38. If they make that SD 30 inches with a 2-inch voice cord and anything 18 and north and X Max, you got a problem. Everybody got a problem. And keep it. You know, I've been on truck bosses. So I make them engineers, the manufacturing engineers say, when this is what MBE said it need. I put everybody on the table. And make it under 6 inches of mountain depth. It's a problem. It's a problem, Houston. It's a problem, Houston. For the 6.5 market, it's a problem. Big problem. If it keeping anything under 6 inches, it's a problem, Houston. Real small application. Real small. In the footwell, doors, in the cargo area. It's a problem, Houston.
Center consoles. That'll be nasty.
Center console. They keep
that
bass low like they did the 8. I'm gonna put a video on this about the bass. The bass is so low on these 8s so that they can play in small box value. You can't build a woofer no 8 and it's recommended bass based off its bass. Your port gonna be on the outside of the box. That's why they make the suspension on them so stiff, so that you can increase the box volume and the woofer can spring back on its own. It's real strong. You look at the bass on the Solo X and look at the bass on the G7. The G7 got a smaller bass, working a smaller box. That's the sweet spot, but you're not gonna get that deep rumbling bass without having a big resonator. So that's why they say you go up to 1.4 before it mess up. Before you're not gonna get no articulation. So it can play in 0.75. Kicker can play in 0.7 all the way up to 1.5. Small bass in relation to the driver you're talking about now. Always look at the bass is always related to the size of the driver. So 0.3, 0.4 at the most, that's good for an 8. A small bass for a 10 with Fred is a 2 or for a 12 or something else might be a little high. You gotta look at the ratios before it's the size of that driver. So most of the bass on these 8-inch drivers, man, the cubic compliance be like 0.14, 0.15. You can't build a box like that. And the displacement on the driver is 0.13. How is it gonna make bass? It will. That's a sweet spot. But it's let you know it's got the suspensions are powerful enough to bring it back and control itself. So you can make the box bigger. 1Q, 1.5 gets your resonation. Some of them can't go too far, but some of them can. That's a game changer. Keep that bass low, 18 plus millimeters X man, and keep it under 6 inches. I don't know what's gonna make the pie. I'd be a game changer for real. Unseat console bottle. Can you imagine putting the Solo X 6.5 in the door? They got these big stunt walls. I'm serious. They putting them 12s and 8s and all that in the doors. Imagine what you got in the door? 4 Solo X 6.5, and really making something. Both of them in a 0.65 chamber seal. They really making bass. They go under.
They gonna throw them things on a slingshot. That's what's gonna happen.
Oh, you know exactly. They going in somebody's bag, somebody's somebody's motorcycle. Heck yeah.
That's gonna. I'm not even kidding. They be watching the show. The manufacturers and engineers. Oh, hey, boy, he talking. He giving us a gold mine again. But it's already done. They already gonna make it. I've been told that for 2 years. They always gonna make it. They already seen this. The Solo X improved it. It's selling. We ain't got no problem selling them. None at all. They flying off the shelf. He right. Now they gonna come up with a 6.5. I ain't asking them 6.5. I was just, they gonna do that, bring that out. Boy, it's some hiccups with a lot of people. And then the XS is coming out this year. Man, I mess with them big dogs, man. I got them. Man, look, I got 2 boy bills. I got 2 boy bills, man. Y'all talking about pits and masters. I got 2 bowl bills, 1 black, 1 cream. Kicker and DD. You see them big 200-pound jokers walk out there, man. It's over. It's over, son.
They killing the game this year, boy.
You can't do nothing with them.
They killing the game this year, boy. Shit, last year and this year.
That amp is good. Everybody tell you, they right, man. Everybody's going full bridge, and that kicker Warhorse, you got. That's the only full bridge amp I'd have heard going in. I don't heard them JP amps. You got a JP, it's full bridge. They ain't hitting no nut.
JP hybrid.
The 23, they hybrid?
Hybrid.
No, it's hybrid.
Damn, they sound that bad? Damn. How that M8000 sounding?
Ooh, nice.
Hey, man, we out here.
Totally different game, boy.
Totally different game. Later.
Kindergarten to high school, college.
College.